Now we're going to get, I think, a little bit more of a marketing person's view of that. I've heard some of what Joryn said in the past. I think we're going to get a little mixed bag here. So take it away, Joryn.
Well, I'm not so sure that that I can disagree with anything that that Kevin and Brian have said. I agree, actually, and they've stolen some of my thunder, in fact. I think that I come from a slightly different perspective. So I did my first collaborative case in 2002. I did 2 of them back then, actually. No neutral professionals. I hadn't been trained yet. I was trying this thing, and nothing came of it. Nobody was doing it, so I let it go. It was successful, and it was interesting. In 2009, I got trained, and my eyes were open. So I've done 40 cases, a little bit over 40, I think. Yes, I track them because I like to know, and it's truly amazing. I think Kevin said it, that over time you'll find what works for you, and you have to pick a little from here and pick a little from there. And these webinars are fabulous for all of us because we hear things that we haven't heard before. So my slogan is changing the way the world gets divorced. And I think I've always approached it one step at a time, one person at a time. And that's called referral networking, referral marketing. And it starts with that. It absolutely starts with that. You perfect your pitch and you talk to people. So that's marketing. Marketing, we've always talked about, is education. Marketing's not advertising. I don't advertise. I've never advertised. I never will advertise. Although, if you check my new blogs going up, you'll find one on how I got a collaborative client through someone else's bus bench. So ask me about that one day. But I don't advertise, I market. And how I do that is I educate. And some people educate to a room full of folks that they don't know. I did a webinar recently for a museum. And within an hour of the webinar, I got a phone call from a wife. And within a day, I had a Zoom consult with the wife and the husband. And we are doing a collaborative case for them. So you're educating people, either one-on-one or rooms of them or webinars full of them. And of course, you're educating first and foremost the people who walk into your office. I agree that a process consult is how you have to start. And any one of us who is a mediator knows that already. We never go into a consult prepared to give legal advice, because if we do, we can't then turn out to be the mediator if that's the process that they choose. I think it's critical to run through a menu of possible processes. Although I'm quick to explain, I have a poster, because that helps me follow the agenda. It also helps everyone in my office do a process consult. I don't have to have lawyers doing these dual process consults. How am I saying process? I always say process. Brian has corrupted you. I know, it's so strange.
You're learning, how to go.
I pick up accents very quickly, so yeah.
I like it.
So I do what I call a dual process consult, and I've learned this over time. It's taken me a while to get there. I used to have them sign waivers. I don't anymore, because it's truly, in my world, it's not necessary. Usually what happens in a dual process consult is they ask me a lot of questions about the processes. What are the processes? The kitchen table divorce, the mediated divorce with or without lawyers, the cooperative divorce, the collaborative divorce, the attorney drafting the agreement that the parties already have divorce. So you have all of those choices, and then they can mix and match. I had a guy come in with his wife, and they did not want collaborative. He didn't want to spend that kind of money. He wanted a mediator, but you know what? She wanted a lawyer. So he decided, well, he'd better have a lawyer too. Oh, and she wanted a financial professional because he knew everything about the money and she didn't. So then they had the financial professional. Well, by the time the collaborative lawyer got hired on the other side, I'd already decided that we really needed a facilitator. And so I called the other lawyer and he agreed with me. And so we ended up, well, we had to tell the clients that that's what we thought. And they both thought that was a good idea because that's what we thought. And so we ended up with a full collaborative team. That was a divorce in a day. We got that done pretty quickly because he was a businessman and that's what he wanted to do. So mix and match, make your process your own. I think that's critical. People want to be empowered today. They don't want the lawyer taking charge and running off with their money and doing all these things that, as certainly the lawyers in the room know, that lawyers run off and they run up the bill and they make people very, very angry with each other where they weren't before. That's critical, I think.
Great. Thanks, Joryn. During your next segment, we're going to ask you to show us a few of your posters. We're getting people.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Joryn's process posters. We'll have you do that during the next section.
I want you to help me help you create your 2020 marketing plan. I want to know the questions that you still have. I want to know what tips you think that I can help you cover. You can reach me at jorynjenkins.com. You can visit my website, www.jorynjenkins.com. I also offer collaborative coaching. I offer weekly masterminds. I offer webinars. I offer toolkits. I also have a week-by-week, year-long marketing plan that will help you personalize your own marketing program for the year 2020. It will help you change the way the world gets divorced in your venue, wherever that is. Or you can buy my book, Changing the Way the World Gets Divorced. The subtitle is Marketing Your Collaborative Practice at jorynjenkins.com. Thank you so much.